Jesuit education today, I think, is more important than ever because I think we need individuals who have a better sense of self and also a growing appreciation of obligations they have as individuals. We are not just our own selves. We have an obligation to the wider community. Jesuit education invites people to reflect on their lives, appreciate their gifts, and then strive to use those for the good of others.
Formative education is premised upon an integrative belief in education, bringing together the intellectual, the psychological, the social, the character, ethical, and the spiritual dimensions of a young person's formation into a larger whole.
Liberal arts is at the very heart of a formative education. We want people to have a full spectrum of knowledge. We want them to be able to engage life on a whole variety of different subjects. And so we don't want students just to learn facts and data. What we want is a professor to engage their pupil, their student, in a way to say, do you buy this? Does this resonate with you? Let's engage with the subject in a conversational way so you appropriate it in such a fashion that you can use it.
I define student formation as a journey, but a three-part journey. So social formation, spiritual formation, and academic formation. Whether it be retreats, whether it be service programs, whether it be mentorship programs, are so integral to not only helping students understand themselves, but understanding how they can take their time here at Boston College and pay it forward in the future.
The Jesuit values at BC are really a core ideology that anyone can identify with regardless of their religious background. So as someone who's not religious, I really found a home in the idea of men and women for others and the holistic development of self that the Jesuit education really stresses.
So on the halftime retreat, retreatants are asked these three key questions of what brings me joy, what am I good at, and who does the world need me to be? Halftime is so beautiful because it gives people that space to, again, question, what am I doing with my life? Is this important to me right now? Like, am I being intentional? And that's what slowing down does for us. Being reflective also does that for us, of helping us center what our beliefs are, what our priorities are. And so retreat spaces are so open, they help you reprioritize what's going on in your life at that moment, which is why it's so beautiful that we have so many opportunities to go on them, because I don't just need that as a first-year student, I need that as a senior too.
Our research shows that the young people who ultimately are the most fulfilled and joyful, they have purposes that are much more extrinsic. They have to do with finding work that is meaningful, that is purposeful, and that contributes to the world beyond themselves. And that's one of the reasons I'm so excited that my own daughter chose to come to BC, because these are the values of the Jesuit mission here.
What's become increasingly obvious to us is that our commitment to formative education gives our young people, as they move on beyond Boston College, a leg up in developing a range of talents, competencies, and skills that employers, that the larger world is looking for. Creativity and eloquence, both on the page and in public presentation. A way in which students are able to interact with each other on teams, both on campus, but with diverse teams from around the Boston area. Over time, the hope is that through reflection, through retreat experiences, in a range of ways on and off campus, through service learning, that students are able to begin to knit together the various discrete parts of their education into a larger whole. The goal of formative education, as we believe here at Boston College, is to educate young women and men in the richness of the Jesuit Catholic tradition, to bring all faculty, staff, students, alumni, parents into an ongoing conversation about what is the good life? What is it we want for our young people? How can those young people go out and set the world on fire?